I am here at the Colorado National Speedway for one reason and one reason only, and that is because we have two of the most anticipated trucks in the land. Right here is the Ram 1500 EcoDiesel, and check this out, the brand new Ford 2.7 liter F-150. And yes, it's taken us forever to get our greedy mitts on these trucks, so we're going to put them through a full battery of tests. And today, we're going to start out with the most fun one. We're going to see which one is faster from 0 to 60, and that is coming up right now in the Fast Lane truck. Behold, it's turbo versus turbo. EcoBoost versus EcoDiesel. The difference being that here you have a petroleum turbocharged engine and here you have a diesel turbocharged engine. This 2.7 liter EcoBoost petroleum engine is the smallest displacement engine you can get in a full-size American truck. But that doesn't mean it's not powerful. It puts out 325 horsepower and 375 pound-foot of torque. This 3-liter turbo diesel is currently the only diesel you can get in a full-size truck. In this case, it's mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and Ram calls it an EcoDiesel. It puts out 240 horsepower and 420 pound-foot of torque because that's what diesels are known for. And this is the diesel, the EcoDiesel versus the EcoBoost. Other big difference between these two trucks, this weighs 900 pounds more because the Ford is aluminum. So as always, I'm just gonna floor it and we'll see how fast it goes from 0 to 60 at a mile above sea level. Here we go, floored. There we have it, 60, 11.04 seconds. 11.04 seconds. Diesels have a lot of torque and you can feel that torque right off the line, but then the torque kind of falls off of a cliff because the power band isn't as long. So it's like power, 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 no power. And of course, another big difference is that we've got an 8-speed transmission in this truck, whereas in the Ford we only have a 6-speed. All right, so I'm gonna brake torque it a little bit, which means I'm gonna put my left foot on the brake and bring up the boost and bring up the RPMs to see if I can get just a little bit more power, a little bit more speed out of it. There we go. Oh, wheel spin. Traction control kicked in. And there we have it, 60 right there. Check it out. 10.56, 10.56. So we have a time with the EcoDiesel. Let's see how the EcoBoost does in comparison. I suspect it's gonna be a much different experience because let's face it, diesels are built for torque. They're built to pull mighty big trailers. And the power band is a little bit different. As you can tell in this one, it just kept flicking in gears. All right, here we go. 0 to 60 in the 2.7 liter EcoBoost. Now keep in mind, as always, we are a mile above sea level, which means less density, which means slower times. air density, of course. All right, this first one, I'm just gonna floor it. Bam, and there is 60. 7.62 seconds. Now, if you're at sea level, you could probably subtract between 3/4 of a second to a full second off that time. But here in Colorado, we're at, there you go, check it out, 7.62. And you know what? That is freaking fast for a pickup truck with a tiny, tiny little engine. Oh my, my, my. As always, we want to do another run going the other way, just to give you a sense of how it'll do in the other direction. And this time around, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a little bit of brake torquing. See if I can boost up that turbo. And this time I'm going to give it a little brake torquing. I gotta tell you, I am impressed by this truck. That is a fast, fast time. Okay, left foot on the brake, right foot on the accelerator. And Ford, if you gave me line lock, I wouldn't have to do this. You've got it in the Mustang, put it in the pickup truck. Why not? All right, here we go. Boost coming up. Whoa, wheel spin. Not a good launch. Oh yeah. Check it out. We broke into the 6s by 100th of a second. 6.99. Even with that wheel spin. You give it to Ford. As much as a lot of people say, well, a 6-cylinder turbo doesn't belong in a pickup truck. From 0 to 60, it is fast. It is really fast. From 0 to 60, it's obvious the Ford is much faster. And while we don't have a lot of room at the Colorado National Speedway, we have to find out what happens in a straight-up drag race. I am completely blown away by a 6.99 0 to 60 time. That makes this Ford EcoBoost the fastest truck we've ever tested up here at a mile above sea level. It dethrones the previous champion, last year's Silverado, with a 6.2 V8 that went 7.7. So, high altitude, turbocharged engine seems to be a recipe for high speed. But does it tow? And how is it compared to the EcoDiesel? Well, we've got a full series of TFL truck reviews coming up next, so be sure to stay tuned. As always, this is Roman reporting for the Fast Lane Truck. Check out tfltruck.com, where we've got numbers on both vehicles. See you next time when we do a full review of both of these. There's only one thing left to do. I think the fastest truck that we've ever tested deserves a celebratory burnout. Don't you? All right, here we go. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This bad boy has some power. Woo! You know what? We don't have enough room to do a proper drag race, but you can kind of see in that little short stretch of space that this EcoDiesel got this EcoBoost. Too many ecos in this video is much faster.